At Parker, our purpose is simple. We want to make the world a better place by working more efficiently, by using more sustainable practices, by developing better technologies. We keep moving forward. With each new idea, innovation, and partnership, we're one step closer to fulfilling our purpose every single day. To find out more, visit parker.com/purpose. Parker, engineering your success.
What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
Hashtag no music, no intro. Another episode of Hashtag Saints for a Podcast coming at you. This day in 2 weeks, Ryan. 2 weeks. It will be the first day one, night one, 2021 NFL draft. It's almost here. Like we're just in these weeks of just nothing fucking happening. Nothing.
Nothing but fucking police.
Oh, bro, come on, man. What did you expect to?
Police doing fucking killing young black men, fucking young
13-year-olds,
young 13-year-old Hispanic boys. Deshaun Watson shenanigans. It's like, give me some goodness, baby. Like I need some light. I need some light.
some light, bro.
Please.
It's so. We can get into the police thing next time we get Claybon on the pod again. But it's crazy that this offseason the Saints have signed a fullback, a rotational defensive end. I mean, I guess he could start too, and a tight end, like a backup tight end, bruh. That is it. Like they haven't extended Lattimore. They haven't extended Ramczyk. Like they've done
Marcus Williams under franchise tag.
Franchise tag. That's true. They haven't extended Marcus. Like they ain't done shit, bro. Like nothing. So like as Saints fans, and we've talked about on the show, like free agency and the draft is what we get excited about. Like we are more excited about the team building process rather than on field play. Like we haven't had shit to talk about.
Yeah, much to talk about, bro. It's like
nothing.
Man, it's like I don't know. Kind of like just a little pause year. It's a weird year.
It is.
We broke. You know what I'm saying? It's
broke, Nick. Broke. We ain't got it, broke.
But I tell you what, you know what I'm saying? Like we've seen what a really good draft could do. Now, you know, odds of having a 2017 type draft like ever again in like history is doubtful. It's just like you talk about one of the best drafts in history. You know what I'm saying? NFL history. It's just hard to have those. But you know, I mean, you fuck around and have like a nice little draft. Man, you know, it just lights up. It just extends
the
life of a team, bro. It's like unreal.
And we talked about with Tony, like this is such a crucial draft for the Saints. One, they got to get some new blood. Like the 17 draft brought in new blood, but now they need new blood and they need talent. Like I'm trying not to exaggerate, but like there are some holes on this team that they gotta feel. Like, and we don't know it. Excuse me, we don't know what's going to happen between now and the draft, but it doesn't look like they're going to sign a cornerback before the draft. So they might go into the draft with that being a glaring need. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not comfortable with P-Rob, Madden, CB2. Like,
but
get P-Rob back in there. But it's just it'll be interesting. And also, this is one of the few drafts in a very long time that they have as much ammunition in draft selections in a very long time. Right. Just in the first, 3 rounds alone, they got a pick in the first round, pick in round 2, and 3 third-round picks.
Yeah.
3 of them bitches. Like, they, even if worst case scenario, the first-round pick flames out, like, they got to hit on the other picks, bro. Like, this is a crucial junction for the team.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends how you look at the draft and your philosophy. There's a lot of people that believe, the more picks, the better, because the draft is pretty much a crapshoot. Even though you spend all this time scouting and studying and all this stuff, at the end of the day, you're lucky they go 50%. You're lucky. Yeah. So if you have a lot of picks, you go 50%, you get a lot of good players. You know what I'm saying? So that's a theory of some. I somewhat agree with that, but I'm also like, look, you can just get you can draft 10 players and just have 10 shitty players. Like, it's just,
it is very possible for the Saints to pull that off as well.
It's very possible. Very, very, very possible. So I don't, the draft is just one of those things. That's why this year, man, even though I usually study about at least even now at my older age, I still try to do 30 or 40, but
that's still
man, this year, man, it's been I try to start, man, and I'm just I don't have the motivation. It's to the point now where I'm just I think I'm just gonna wait until after the draft, see who they select, and just go hard studying whoever they draft and really get a good grasp of who they draft. Because, man, that shit is annoying, bro. You sit there draft day and they select fucking Debo from South Central. You know what I'm saying? Who they happen to see at the Shrine game. You saw him at the Shrine game practicing. You know what I'm saying? And you really like this. You really like this get off. You know what I'm saying? I got no time for that shit, man.
It's a great point. We talked about it on a couple of episodes back because, it happens every draft. For me, right? There's always one, and I'm not saying this as every player that I like that I watch and I like hits, because I've liked players that didn't hit. I have disliked players I've watched, Daniil Hunter, TJ Watt, just to name a few, where I just did not like their fucking tape and was completely wrong. Cortland Sutton is another one, but it's always worse when you watch a player and you have conviction for that player and the Saints pass on them, and then they rookie season they just you see red zone, you get the cutaway and the player you like.
Well, that red zone be killer, boy.
Last year, and I'll even admit, I misevaluated Justin Jefferson, because just like the Philadelphia Eagles, and I feel a little redemption is that it was hard for me to see him anything other than a slot receiver, and that's why when the Eagles were on the clock, they didn't draft Justin Jefferson, because their projection of him was only a slot receiver, and he would be a good slot receiver, but they wanted an outside receiver. So that's why they went with Jalen Reagor. So I missed that evaluation. I like the player Justin Jefferson, but I thought he was only a slot receiver. I was wrong. But last year, perfect example, bruh. Red zone, Cincinnati game. T. Higgins making another play, huh? Right?
T. Higgins.
It's just in my face, So I might start to have to like adopt that theory and just be like, you know what? I'm just not gonna watch anybody. just I'm just watching players after we draft them, because that is the worst feeling when you watch the player, you know they're going to be a good player, and the Saints are like, nah, we're going to draft a center and put him at guard. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
We're going to draft Andrews Pete.
And you couldn't take Devontae Parker, like and it's Sean Payton's so aggy, bro. Like he, like some drafts, like he like pounds the table and he gets this, like, speaking of the Pete draft, he wanted Laremy Tunsil, right? Yep. He was like, that's who I wanted. He fell. We take him. We figure it out later. He's the best player on our board. Who talked him out of it? Jeff Ireland. So I don't know. But we break up the draft stuff because we do have a fun episode in store for you guys. We want to have a draft simulator. Ryan and I will play co-GM. We're going to use the Pro Football Network mock simulator to do this exercise. Again, Pro Football Network is the network that Tony Pauline writes for and puts out all his information on. So giving them some love, and we're just gonna go through. We'll see if we're gonna do. We're gonna do round one, but we're gonna see if we're gonna do it twice or just do it once. And the exercise of going through picks 1 through 32. Actually, we're just going to go picks 1 through fucking 28. I don't fucking care about anyone who drives out to the Saints. In terms of what players are taken before the Saints pick, and if there's a player that we see falling, like, strategize, talk about on the podcast, like, should we fucking move up for this player as it gets closer to our pick? If we get fucking an offer from a team who wants to move up to 28, should we move down? Whatever. It's just a fun exercise. Probably not the best podcast aesthetic because it's not very fun to listen to it, but we don't fucking care, because when we do this live stream on round one of the NFL draft, we're going to have the live reactions all as the draft is happening. So this is kind of like a precursor, a little warm up to what's in store for you guys when we do the live stream. One thing before we get into it is you brought up a good thing on Twitter with the release of Arden Key from the Raiders. In terms of when you watched him the year he came out, he was on your list of do not want guys. I know you haven't watched a lot of guys this year, but is there, like, what are your list of, like, do not want guys if you do have a list of players you do not want for whatever reason this year going into the draft?
I haven't watched enough to really come up, to really like pound on the table. But what I have watched of what is it, Greg Rousseau or whatever?
Yes,
the defensive end. I don't want it, bro. I don't want it. And it's not shocking to me that he's sort of, quote unquote, slipping.
Oh, right not now. At all. Not at all.
It doesn't shock me at all, because I remember, like, when the first mock draft started to come out, I said, let me check him out. And I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, no thanks. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's rated first. I was like, what the hell? So, I mean, maybe I have to dig it more, at 20, like at 28, if he was there. I don't know. I'm not feeling it, bro. I'm not feeling it. I don't know.
I watched a couple of games of him, and if you watch his couple of games from him from 2019, and then you watch Jalen Phillips tape from 2020, you can't even look at them the same, bro. Like, right, it's not. Right. They're two completely different, like, planes of player, bro. Like, it's not close.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I think I have a more extensive list. Gregory Rousseau's for sure on it. And then I don't know what it's been like these last week and a half, 2 weeks. Everyone starts to fucking want to mock Jamie Davis.
Jamie.
Yeah, man. To the Saints from Kentucky, absolutely not. Like, first of all, watching linebackers in itself is a very exhausting exercise. But
especially in college. Oh my God.
Especially in college. But like when you watch linebackers, like I think linebackers are very position where like you either see it really quickly, or if you just watch it and you just like, is he gonna make a play? Like that's that's a sign. And everyone's like, oh, he was slated to be going like the fourth round, but like he put up all this awesome numbers at pro day, and I'm like, yeah, but did someone watch this fucking tape? Like it is not good. Don't want any pieces of him.
It reminds me of Stephon Anthony. Anthony too. He kind of rose late.
Yes, he did. Yeah, that's a good point. The Penn State edge. Oh no, one of them he tests. I can't think of who his fucking name is. An edge for Penn State had 0 sacks, had a good pro day. Had a lot of pressures in college. Like, nah. Like I don't know if 2 firsts has like fucking biased me, bruh. I don't want these like athletic fucking oozing potentials and no, don't want it.
Talk about Jason Uwe.
Yes, no, thank you. Nope. Like you can't even get me like 1 sack. I get that, like the bench, like I'm drafting you in round 1, but you don't have 1 sack from this last season. Can't do it, bro. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
I think the other last player is there's a theme. It's like edges, bro. Is the Michigan edge, Kuwiti, whatever. Don't want him either. I'm good. Nah, straight. I'm good. So maybe I'm just feeling like Usher, and I'm not throwing out any Ush bucks, but like I've just been burnt, bro. Like
yeah. That's why I'm on linebackers, man. Like people ask me about linebackers, I'm just like,
yeah, that's what he told me, bro. Like I'm not.
I have lost, like my nuts have been cut as far as linebackers, bro. I mean, I love Patrick Queen. I know you didn't like him. He made some plays last year, but he was up and down. He was up and down. Stephon Anthony. I love Stephon Anthony. Like I had him and Kendricks. It's kind of like 1A, 1B.
Oh, did you? I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Reuben Foster. Oh my God! Like I thought he was just gonna be like, oh man. Like,
all right. So I'm not a Reuben apologist, but if you take away some like the injuries and him being like a DV perpetrator, like I think he works out. But to your point, yeah, didn't work out for us.
But he really wasn't that good in the NFL either. It's like if he was great. NFL teams don't give a fuck about that TV shit.
Yeah. I'm saying I think his career was mostly derailed by injuries, not like.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible. I don't know, man. It's just like I don't know, bro. Like I was right on a couple. We had you had what's his name? Anthony went to the Chargers last year. I thought he played okay.
Kenneth Murray.
Kenneth Murray. Yeah. So he played okay.
It's so funny because like I also remember, speaking of linebackers completely misevaluated. Did not like Leighton Vander Esch's tape at all.
Yeah. Neither me, bro. I was like, man, matter of fact, I thought he looked like a Saints linebacker. I was like, oh man, the Saints gonna sign this dude.
Bro, I remember that draft. I remember, speaking of Tony Pauline, like the Saints loved him. Yeah. Loved him in that draft. Loved him. Was that the Marcus Davenport draft?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah,
bro.
It was.
Like Leighton Vander Esch, like has had a lot of injuries, and like he has neck injuries too. Right. And you could still argue he's had a better career
than 2 firsts. I mean, just his rookie season.
That's his rookie season alone, bro.
I mean, imagine if we had Vander Esch and DeMario in 2018. I mean, maybe we still get the no call, but I'm just saying,
Oh my God, bro. It's speaking of the Cowboys. I was talking to you about the episode, Draft Insiders episode, Tony Pauline and Trey Wingo. I was listening to it earlier, and Tony reports that if Dallas stays at 10, that the number one player they want is pass me the Penei Sewell if he happens to fall to 10. And if not, then they may look at, J.C. Horn or Patrick Surtain Jr., but that they would be open to potentially moving down if a team wanted to trade up to 10. And Pauline mentioned the Bears as a team potentially wanted to trade up to 10 for a quarterback. And if they traded down, that they would potentially Xavier Collins, because Jerry Jones loves Xavier Collins. And then here I am thinking, like, all right, they got Jalen Smith. They used the first round pick in 2018 on Leighton Vander Esch. Like, are they really going to fucking add like another linebacker and like, what I'm saying, like such a short? Because like teams don't use fucking 3 linebackers anymore. Like teams aren't rolling out in a 4-3, and like that doesn't happen. Teams play so much sub that only 2 linebackers are on the field majority of the time. So I was is Jalen Smith getting cut? Like that's just.
I mean, as a Jalen Smith fan, and he was great in 2018, but man,
he looked awful last season.
There was some snaps. I was like, what? Like, I mean, it didn't look like the same player, and I couldn't even explain it because it wasn't like athletically, he was like, something was wrong with him. It was just like Space Jam, bro. Like someone just took his fucking powers away. Like it was weird. Just took his powers, bro.
It was weird.
It was like, man, Mike, come on home, Mike Nolan. Just come on home, bro.
Come on, bro. But yeah, I was like, who fucking knows what Jerry's gonna do, man? But
yeah.
And that's what's gonna make it exciting, man. That's why we talked about it. I plan to having a lot of beverages that day. Took the 29th off. Put my request, vacation time request in. Got approved. I'm off that Thursday because I know me. If I'm going to be at the office, I'm gonna be glued to my phone all fucking day. You know what? Not gonna even put myself through that. Boom, vacation day off on the 29th, and then I told Ryan, it's like if we're gonna do this live stream, bruh. Like, this has to be organic. This shit got to be natural. So when we watching the draft and we fucking videoing ourselves, no, we can't be checking Twitter, can't be checking our fucking phones to get the fucking tips, the picks tips. Like, this got to be organic. Like, we watching this shit as an experience and just let that shit just flow naturally. So we're going to see what's going to happen in 2 weeks. But let's get into this draft simulator. I've messed around with it a few times and had some pretty interesting results. There was one time I did it and there was like something fucking crazy happened. There was like, there's no fucking way this fucking happens. I don't remember what it was, but hopefully nothing too off the wall happens while we're doing the simulation. So
how are you doing trades? Because the Saints not going to trade down, bro. Like,
right?
I don't give a fuck what's being offered, but it's like Saints not doing that.
The only way I could see them wanting to trade down is they got to get a grant like a God offer. So like, and there's no all these quarterbacks that are talking about being gone in this draft or talk like Jones, like all top 5 are probably going to go top 15. So I can't see, it's not going to be a situation where a quarterback that a team, and the Saints need a quarterback. Let's say there's a quarterback that the Saints have no interest in taking, that team desperately wanted to trade up to 28 to get, like the team from like who I already picked, and they're trading up from their second round pick to get another first round pick, and they offering you next year's first. That's the only way I can see them trading. And maybe it's not a quarterback. Maybe it's a player. Maybe it's a player, like, let's say, I don't know. Let's say if there's a team picking high in the second round, right? Like, within, like, the first 5 picks of the second round. But they really want to get X player. Now, if that team is so in love with whoever that player is, and saying, like, we will give you next year's first to get 28, and we'll give you our second round pick and next year's first, I can see them doing it. If it's not something like that, not happening. Not happening.
I mean, you got to take that.
You got to. You have to. But like we go through this exercise every fucking year, and it's like it's on Twitter, it's in articles, everything. Oh, this ain't straight down. Oh, this ain't straight down. No. It does not happen. Like teams often, whether it's draft, free agency, whatever, teams often will tell you can predict what they'll do based off their history. And the Saints has had Sean Payton since 2006. Now they've had Jeff Ireland since 2015. That's 6 years, and that's 15 plus years of like fucking history, bro. Like, so like every time I see like that whole thing, like they're gonna trade down, I'm like, no, they're not.
I don't think it's in his DNA. Like, it's
no.
Like if Sean wants to play, he's gonna go get him. But it's not like, oh no, let's trade back. Maybe we'll get him later. They don't think like they don't think like maybe we'll get that player we want later. It's no, we want him now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I want it now. That's exactly what it is. So I agree with you. We'll see what happens during the mock. If there's like something that's like really appealing to us that would entice us to trade down, I don't think it's going to happen. So the draft sheet is set on slow. We're doing one round as the Saints. Let's fucking start this shit up. See what happens. All right, let's go. First pick, Trevor Lawrence, Jags. Duh.
Easy. No question about it.
Second pick, Mormon Mahomes, Jets, Zach Wilson. Boom. That's done. All right. This is where the draft starts. This is where the draft starts right here. Let's see. Trey Lance off the board. Number 3, 49ers. All right. Let's go. All right. Falcons at 4. They draft. Pass me the Penei Sewell Oregon tackle at number 4. Low-key wouldn't be a terrible no. I take that back. For them not to draft a quarterback to get after or to replace Matt Ryan in 2 years, to have that bridge is absolutely fucking dumb. But Falcons are going to Falcons. So at number 5, let's see what the Bengals do. So Penei's gone. So they go Jamar Chase, reunite Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Gonna happen. 6,
are they going to go Kyle Pitts? Kyle Pitts. Dolphins. Not going to save Tua. Sorry for you. Let's go. not going to do it, bro. Number 7. Oh, little shake up. The Detroit Lions select Justin Fields, quarterback Ohio State. That would not be a bad pick at all, because you don't fucking want Jared Goff much longer. He's just a placeholder, bro. Like,
that's it.
Also, it's like we don't know in this situation, but if this were to happen, if Justin Fields is there at 8 instead of 7, that'd be interesting to see what the Panthers would do. Like, they traded for Sam Darnold, but would they take Justin Fields? That would be interesting. But
gotta get Fields, right?
I think you got to. I think you would have to. But let's see what the Panthers are doing in this situation. At 8, they go Rashawn Slater, OT, Northwestern. Number 9, one of my draft bays, probably my biggest draft bay in this entire draft. Saints have no shot at getting him. Jalen Waddle, Alabama, goes to the Broncos. Man, that'd be what? Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, and Courtland Sutton if he can come back healthy. Still not
no quarterback.
Still not helping Drew Lock, nigga. Come on, keep pushing. 10 Cowboys. They go Patrick Surtain II, Alabama. Yep. New York Giants. Devontae Smith, Alabama. Still no quarterback. Eagles at 12. Let's see. J.C. Horn, cornerback, South Carolina. Saints fans everywhere start to cry.
Jeffrey Lurie, baby, grind that tape.
Bro, I was rolling when I heard that shit, bro. I said, Jeffrey Lloyd out here being a tank dog?
Jeffrey grinded that all 22, baby.
Could you imagine Gail Benson, bro, in her office with the projector? Going through cut-ups?
Man.
Okay.
We doing shit. He on the fucking NFL team. He more qualified than us. Shit.
13, the Chargers go with Christian Darrison, offensive tackle from Virginia Tech. Got to protect Justin Herbert. No idea who Christian Darrison. 14, the Vikings draft Ozzy Azay Jalari, the edge from Georgia. Could see that as being like a Mike Zimmer type pick, although I think their type is more like Jalen Phillips. But
Jalen Phillips going there.
15, Patriots go with Micah Parsons, linebacker, Penn State. That seems like such a Patriots pick. But, okay, so we're at 15 now. 4 quarterbacks is gone. You know who's still on the board, right?
Mac Jones.
Got Mac Jones on the board, bro. I'm just saying. Let's see. It's getting interesting, bro. 16, Cardinals. They draft the bro, there's some hard ass fucking names in this draft. Jesus. Alajaya Vera Tucker, tackle / guard from USC. Raiders at 17, Greg Newsome II, Northwest. You gone off the board. I know a lot of Saints fans want Greg Newsome 28 off the board, guys. Raiders. 18.
That's a Mayock pick too.
Oh yeah, 100. Oh, bro, it's a Mayock pick. But if Michael Lombardi is correct, John Gruden runs that fucking team. So
he does.
Like every draft pick is a John Gruden pick. So
true.
Okay, so the second first round pick for the Dolphins. So they got Kyle Pitts at 6. They go my dude. Wait. Oh, whoa. There's a trade. Sorry, guys. There's a trade. Cleveland Browns traded up with the Dolphins. So Cleveland Browns moved from, I don't know where the fuck they were picking, but they moved from wherever they're picking to 18 to draft Notre Dame linebacker 6.
Oh.
My dude, he is a player, bro. He's good. He's good. So that's first trade of the draft. So the Browns now have Clowney. They got Myles Garrett. They got Notre Dame linebacker 6. Still don't got no second, besides, still only got much of a secondary, but they building a defense. Oh, so Washington football team at 19, Mac Jones on the board, bro. 19, 20, Bears picking at 20. Let's see what happens. 19, the Washington football team goes Rashad Bateman, wide receiver, Minnesota. Okay, all right. Chicago at 20. Defensive tackle, Christian Barmore, Alabama. Okay. All right. 21. The Colts. Oh, the shock of the draft. The Indianapolis Colts at 21 select Mac Jones.
I like it.
Quarterback, Alabama.
I like that.
Oh, I do too, bro.
I like that. That would be almost a perfect move.
It would, and because there is no way in hell am I trusting Carson Wentz to fucking bounce back, bro. There's no way. Not gonna do it. All right, let's keep it moving. Big moves from the Colts. That's one of those draft days. If that were to happen on the draft, like that's the buzz of the draft. That entire subplot. 22 Titans. They go. Oh, I need to resume the draft. Samuel Cosmi, offensive tackle, Texas. So the Titans say, we fucked up our last offensive lineman we drafted in the round 1. We're going to try it again. Jets at 23. Ooh, Najee Harris. Running back.
Yeah.
Alabama.
I love it. Quarterback, running back, I love those.
You Najee with Zach Wilson?
Get your guy, just get ready to go. Offense,
All right, let's see what the Steelers do at 24. They go Kwity Paye, edge rusher from Michigan. Thank God he's not there for one. Ugh. 25, Jags go Travis Etienne, pairing the running back from Clemson with the rookie quarterback from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence, teammates. Send them both to Jacksonville.
That's too perfect.
26. Okay, so the Colts. The Browns were at 26, traded up to 18 to draft Notre Dame linebacker 6, and the Dolphins dropped all the way down to 26. I don't know what the draft compensation was, but now the Dolphins are on the clock at 26 from trading down. They're going Joseph Osai, edge from Texas. So now we're seeing the Saints on the clock in 2 picks, Ryan. And here are some players that are still on the board. And so we got Jamin Davis, Kentucky. And I'm just going what this is considered best available per whatever. I'm not saying that these are the best available players.
This is Tony Pauline's board, I believe.
Okay. Creed Humphrey, center, Oklahoma, would be right in our fucking wheelhouse. Xavier Collins, linebacker, Tulsa. There's an offensive tackle from Oklahoma State, Tavian Jenkins. The doctor said I need a backiotomy. Caleb Furley, sitting there, Virginia Tech. The edge that we talked about, Jason whatever. Sure. Edge from Penn State's on the board. I mean, I don't know, bro. And then we can flip it. So let's see what the Ravens do. So we have a better idea. Oh, thank God. Ravens draft Jamin Davis, linebacker, Kentucky.
Peace.
So now we got our first trade offer. So the Packers, which would be a really dumb trade for the Packers to make, are literally asking us to switch spots. So they want to move up to 28, and we drop down to 29. And in doing so, we would pick up their 92 pick, which would be, that's third round or fourth round?
Third round, yeah. That's third.
Third round. So they're offering us their third and 29 for our 28 and our fourth round pick, 133.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we moving down one spot, and we gaining another third rounder.
Like I personally, I do it, but I know the Saints will do it.
This is us. We're the GMs.
Okay, all right, yeah, do it.
I think we got, like, that's dumb not to do. All right, accepting the trade. We're gonna move down one draft spot. So who did the Packers have to have? They had to have Tavian Jenkins, tackle, Oklahoma State. All right. Okay. So now we got 3 more trade offers. I'm going to read them off to you. Goddamn, bro. So the Texans are wanting our 29th pick. They are offering us their 67th pick, so another third rounder. Their pick in the 4th round, pick 109. Their 2nd round pick for next year's draft, and their 3rd round pick for next year's draft. Texans broke, bro. They don't got no draft picks. They trying to get in the game. Trying to get in the game right now.
Nah, bro. I don't want it.
Do you want to counter?
Nah.
Okay. Reject. The second trade offer is also trash. Like the Packers this is also being rejected. And the Cardinals are offering us their 49th pick, so they're picking the second round as well as a second and a third for next year. That don't move me. No. All right. Those are rejected. So we are on the clock. So let me just read some players that I know we've talked about. So, like I said, on the board right now, Xavier Collins, Caleb Furley, the guy you were just talking about, Gregory Rousseau, Marshall from LSU, because that was in LSU Twitter in heaven. Other wide receivers, one of my guys still on the board, Kadarius Toney. Let's go defense. Let's go. Let me just break down the cornerbacks. Like there really isn't a corner worth taking right now, unless. So give me your bubble. Give me your three players.
Is Phillips gone?
Who? He is not. He is no, he's not. Jalen Phillips is on the board, bro.
Man, I mean, right now the bubble is
Jalen
Tony.
Phillips.
It's Tony Phillips and it's Tony Phillips, Xavier Collins,
and Farley.
And Farley. Like they're in the bubble. That's the bubble right there.
That's the bubble, bro. That's the bubble. That's it.
Me personally, I'd go with Phillips just because, like, 2 firsts done, bro. Like, he's gone. He's gone, bro. I'll put him on a trade block. Like, I'm making this pick, and I'm putting 2 firsts on a trade block. Whatever I can get, 3rd round pick, whatever. I don't know.
Oh, okay. We talking right now.
He gone, bro. Like, he is gone. I do Phillips, but. You know, Caleb Fairley, bro, you know what I'm saying? Bro, that tape
good, bro.
That tape good now, boy. That tape good.
Bro, you put on that Miami game.
I didn't say I like his tape.
I know. It's funny, too, because when Tony came on the show, and if you go back and listen to that show, he brings up that Notre Dame game, right?
Yeah.
And I watched that Notre Dame game. I watched it twice. There were for sure, very how do I want to call it? Marshawn Lattimore-ish like flubs that he makes in the game.
Yeah.
One led to one led to a touchdown, and one led to a long pass completion. But also there are other glimpses in that same game. He's basically going against Chase Claypool all game, and I would say it's a stalemate. Like there are plays where Chase Claypool won, there are plays where Caleb Furley, and we saw like what Claypool did as a rookie last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like he stood toe to toe with him, and I would say it was pretty much a wash. Oh, bro. So then the question is, what is more important to the team right now? Is it defense or is it offense? Because I could also make the argument, and this is not even like, let me be devil's advocate. No. We know what we got in Alvin Kamara, one of the best players in the entire league. Mike Thomas regains his form again, and you take away last season, he comes back the player we know he can be. He's a top 5, top 6-ish wide receiver. We know that. Outside of those two, and outside of what we know we are going to get from McCoy, Ramczyk, and like the 9 games that Tehran's going to play, what do we really have on offense?
Yeah, bro. I mean, when you talk about like dogs, like our offense looks great because of Alvin Kamara and Mike Thomas, just because they are like blue chip bona fide players. But the income equality after that is a big gap, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's
like
huge, bro.
It's huge, bro. Huge,
like Are we supposed to depend on? I like them. We supposed to depend on Marquez Quallaway. We supposed to depend on Traquan. Like,
my special teams dude.
Deontay Harris.
Deontay Harris. I mean, he get hurt every kickoff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just saying. I could argue, and I think I can make a convincing case that there is more talent deficient, even with all the cuts and the talent that's lost on defense. There is more talent deficiency on offense than there is on defense. I can make that argument.
Yeah. And then you just gotta think of, philosophically, strategically, how do you want to attack? Like, are you thinking, what's the best for my team for the next 3-4 years? What's the best this year? You know what I'm saying? With Jameis Winston. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a quarterback competition, but Jameis Winston.
No, it's not. Yeah, Stop it. Stop that.
With Jameis Winston, that quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the best? Like, what's the goal this year? You know what I'm saying? Is the goal this year to just kind of just muddle through and kind of just do the best you can and just, try to just get over this whole section of Saints history to move on? Or is it to try to just put the best damn team on the field as possible and see what happens? Like, just see what happens. If the latter is the case, I think you just got to go offense, bro. Like, you got to go offense. And I mean, look, I love defense, but man, like, if you just look at the playoff games the last couple years, I know it's with Drew Brees, but
offense has been
we struggling to get over 20. We struggling to get over 20 points, bro.
Big shitty, bro.
Struggling.
NFC Championship game, struggled. They should have won it. Offense still struggled. Only person that carried us that game was Kamara because the Rams didn't have a way to fucking stop him. Wade Phillips was fed up, bro. Like, fed up. So that game, they struggled. Vikings game, offense, struggled. Struggled offensively against the Bears. Struggled offensively against the Bucs. Like, it's been a trend.
Yeah.
It's been a trend, and I think there's only so much you can do. Like, Sean can only scheme up shit with players of less talent for so long. Like, at some point, you got to get a talent. You got to get a talented player.
A true mismatch. You know what I'm saying? Like, a true mismatch that could beat a defensive. This defensive matchup, man. Like, and Tony. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tony, he is a problem.
That's what my draft phase. I'm taking my bias out of it. This is so funny because I feel like this is, and I don't know if draft rooms actually like fucking go like this, but we're having like a complete natural fucking discussion. If these are the 4 players that's in our bubble, in the cloud, who at this moment, who is the best pick right now? Not even just right now and for the future for this team.
Right.
Because then we have to wait. We got to weigh the pros and cons, right? Caleb Furley, excellent tape. That back though. Jalen Phillips, injury concerns. Quit football. Even recently couldn't go to the combine medical evaluation because he had COVID.
He just got shit with him. You know what I'm saying? He got you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll meet a girl, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, hey, you want to go out, Friday night or whatever? And she's like, oh, there's a lot of shit with him. And I'm like, yeah, we got a lot of shit with this girl. Do I want to fuck with her?
But then, like, conversely, who else? So we said it was Furley, Phillips, Tony, and was it Marshall also in the cloud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I like Terrence Marshall.
I do.
I don't love him.
I don't love him either. But I think if you put on Terrence Marshall tape, you put on Kadarius Toney tape.
Oh no, come on, no.
Bro, I tweeted, and this is maybe like a month or so ago, a month and a half ago. I tweeted that Kadarius Toney was my wide receiver 3, and I was not moving off that. And someone was like, I don't know. You know how LSU Twitter be sometimes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just so annoying. They're like, oh, what about Terrence Marshall? And I was like, no, Terrence Marshall isn't better than him. Based on what? Watching the fucking film. What do you mean? Stop it. Come on, man. So with Tony and with Marshall, we have cleaner players. Not less quote unquote baggage, less issues, injury, whatever. I can make, but then we flip over defensively. That Jalen Phillips tape, bro. So as Scott told us to watch Jalen Phillips, we was texting each other like, God damn,
yo. I'm like, yo.
You watch Jalen Phillips against Virginia Tech, and you that's all I was gonna say.
And just think, you know what I'm saying? Like, you look at that would make Saints defensive line a strength, at least this year.
Yeah.
Say Cam is Cam. Say you get 8 sacks from Cam. That's who he is right now. You got that. You got old Shy Tuttle. You got Malcolm Roach. You got Onyemata. You got 2 firsts. Hey, like I said, 2 firsts, he gone. But you got him this year. Say we don't trade him or nothing. You got him this year. He's in a rotation. He's a load. He can be a load sometime. He can give you a couple games where he's shining. You know what I'm saying? And he'll be in his contract year because I don't think they're gonna give him a 5th-year option.
We'll know that. We'll know that in May, but I don't think they're gonna guarantee.
Will that motivate him at all?
Nah,
I don't think so. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but okay, he's there. You got Big Creek, baby.
Uh-oh. Yeah, out here working.
Out here working, ready. You know what I'm saying? You got I'm not refusing to say the name. The guy they signed.
Oh no!
Fuck that name. You got him.
Villanova Edge.
From the Chiefs. Good, good, solid player.
Rotate. I mean, it's funny because he started every game for the Chiefs. Started.
Yeah, so he's a player. He could play. You could depend on him to start games and do stuff. And then you bring in Phillips, man. That's a nice rotation you got. You got a good 7-8 guy rotation to just keep. And who's the king of the division right now?
Uh-oh.
Even though we won a division last year, the king of the division is the Bucks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And how do you beat Tom Brady, bro? You know how you got to be.
Breaking news. Got to rush the quarterback with the front foot. You know what I'm saying? That's how we beat them. We beat them twice last year.
Both games in regular season. That's how you got beat.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, man. If you want a little chance this year, bro, But man, offensively though, boy,
bro.
Even if Jameis is not your guy going forward, Tony is a nice piece to have going forward. You draft a quarterback next year or whatever.
Tony can take shit and turn it into into something.
That's a nice piece to have. Opposite Mike Thomas too.
Let me put it into perspective. Tony made Kyle Trask look good, bro. This is not a knock on Kyle Trask. After watching him, he's a better player than I thought he was going in because I thought he was just garbage. He's not. If the Saints draft him in the 3rd round, whatever. I'm fine with that. You watch Tony film and he pops. I can't explain it. He just pops.
There are players that you just watch and you're like,
yep,
they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good. It's not scheme, quarterback. No, he's gonna be fine, man. He's gonna be a productive player. I don't know how productive, but he's gonna be good, a good player.
And every time I've watched him since we had that podcast, and you said, man, he would cook with Drew Brees, bro. Just watch. I'm going back and watch him a little more, and just he can run these choice routes when he gets to the top of his break, and he knows how to fucking go the right way to go, and just he's a nightmare matchup, bro. Just nightmare.
Man, you put him with 2016 Breeze, 2000. Oh, they would have cooked.
Cooked, bruh. Cooked. So we don't talk about it. We didn't debate it, bro. Like who 29.
You go to pull the trigger, bro. I'm good. I'm good with my bubble. Like my bubble, I'm good with it. Like so, whoever we take, I'm just like okay, you know.
All right, bro. I think that because of the malaise on offense and because of year after year, the Saints have failed to historic wide receiver drafts, and the Saints have been like, "Nah, we're good." I'm gonna put a kibosh to that. I'm gonna end that right now. We're gonna draft Kadarius Toney, wide receiver, playmaker, Florida. Pair him with AK. Pair him with Mike Thomas. Let Jameis, like, Jameis didn't succeed with fucking Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. But
they got Sean Payton.
Right, yes, he does. So if he can't succeed with these weapons and Sean Payton, then we know our answer. Boom. Yeah. On the board, done. And the first round, I'm just going to let it play out. Oh, my God, of course he would go there. Okay, so just for funsies, I'm just going to go and just tell – is it not going to let me scroll down? Okay, well, that's great. Oh, it does. So just for funsies, the first round ended the Bills at 30, drafted Oklahoma center Creed Humphrey. The Chiefs drafted Jalen Phillips.
Oh, fuck.
Could you imagine, bro? He's so annoyed. And then the Bucks draft the Penn State edge Jason Owe, who didn't have a single sack this season. That was fun, bro. That was actually a little more fun than I thought it would be.
Yeah, that was more fun than I thought it would be.
You want to do one more?
Yeah, I guess we could speed it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll do a faster one. Speed it up, round one. See if do you want to go? We'll go fast. We'll fucking go fast.
Okay, no trades.
No trades. And we're just gonna see who's available at the bubble when it comes to our pick. Oh, this shit is zooming. Okay. All right. So we said no trades. That was a shitty trade anyway. Also a trade. Okay. So the bubble. Oh, I got rejected. Okay. So the bubble at 28. Interesting. In that draft we just did, Zaven Collins did not go in the first round. Very interesting. So the bubble, the players that are available now, Jamin Davis, linebacker Kentucky, is available. Zaven Collins, linebacker Tulsa, available. Caleb Farley, cornerback Virginia Tech, still available in the speed round. Let's go to wide receiver. Marshall's still there. Tony's still there. Let's go defense. Let's see if Jalen Phillips still there. Gregory Rousseau still there. Cornerback. Yeah. I'm just going to scroll up to see anything that stands out to me.
Any trade up?
Trey Lance went to 15 to the Patriots.
Oh.
I think the Ravens traded up and drafted Rashawn Bateman. The Browns traded up and drafted Michael Parsons from Penn State. The Dolphins traded down and drafted Travis Etienne. Wait. Oh, okay. Mac Jones went to 9 to the Broncos. Justin Fields went to 3 to the 49ers this time. And a very interesting move that would never fucking happen. This would not happen at all. At 12, Jamar Chase fell to the Eagles, and Devontae Smith was drafted by the Bengals at 5, which there's no chance in the hell of that happening.
No.
So a very similar board. So I think for the sake of the exercise, so we're at 28 now instead of 29. For the sake of this exercise, potentially looking at defense in terms of in terms of the player that we should add at 28. And I think that bubble would be, I mean, it's really, if we're being real, that bubble is like Xavier Collins or Caleb Farley. Like that's what the bubble is.
Yeah.
I know you haven't watched Xavier. I watch him pretty extensively.
How do you project him? Is he more of a Mike or like a weak side?
Weak, 100% weak. 100%
So you put
weak.
DeMario at the Mike.
Yes. Yeah. You aside DeMario to Mike, you put Xavier at weak, and Xavier's coverage ability, this was in college, but his instincts when it came in coverage is some of the best. Like it's unreal. His drops in zones is unreal. And I said this when I went on like a little tweet thread about him. He's not like, don't expect him to like be like a run stopper. Like that's not his game. His instincts in the run game are lacking. But like if he hits the hole and he uses his athleticism, like he guesses right, like he's going to get a lot of tackles for loss.
Did he get much, like pass rushing snaps?
Here and there,
dude, bro.
That's
a big fucking dude, man.
He is, man. He like I said, he reminds me a lot of fucking Anthony Barr. Like, and I don't know if it's just because I don't know if it's one athletically, two. Like they kind of both light skinned, they kind of look alike. Like so, like when I watch him, but he reminds me a lot of like Anthony Barr. But I think, at least coverage wise, he's a better player than Anthony Barr. And one of the things that stood out to me a lot, and how the NFL is evolving, like when you put him in coverage to spy, like he's a great spy. A great spy from the linebacker position. Phenomenal. He's good, man. He's good. I'm a huge fan of his. So do we draft a linebacker with how the Saints have had trouble with linebackers over these last couple of years?
It's the two biggest hole on the defense. You got the cornerback
and linebacker.
And the linebacker. So
Xavier is a completely clean prospect. There's no issues with him. Caleb, his tape is outstanding, but that was 2 years ago. He got the back surgery. But on the flip side, if he hits and there's no issues with him, and you have another corner who plays very similarly to Marshawn Lattimore, and you have two Marshawn Lattimores, man in the outside. You got CD in the slot.
You got CD in the slot, and you extend Marcus Williams. You solidify one of the most important areas of a defense.
Yep.
Solidify, bro.
Or I don't know what's going to happen, but let's say they don't. Let's say he's gone. Let's say he gets traded. Let's say they don't invest the money in him. And maybe you have the replacement. I mean, you still don't have your cornerback too. You're still looking for one, but
but you have to factor that in, man. Like that's cap savings, bro. Now they'll have to replace Marshawn. Maybe that's outside of somebody, but still, that's like, that's like a $80 million decision right there.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. I have. When I first did my wish list of players I want at 28, Caleb wasn't on it. I updated it this week. I'm not going to update it again. I had to put him on it, bro. Like, if he's there at 28, I get the risk, but like I would be okay if they took him. But for me, if it's between him and Xavier, I've watched them both extensively. I think with this team and their history of luck with drafting players with fucking, I think you got to go with the clean prospect, bro. That's me. I picked last round. This is on you this time. I'm gonna let you pick, bro.
I go Caleb, bro.
Oh,
Here's why. Because
that surprises me.
Say what you want about the Saints. I mean, they do a decent job of coaching up secondary. As shitty as the secondary's been in history of the Saints, like it's been shitty. I get it, but when they get like players that can play, like who have talent, they're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like they coach them up well. I know Aaron Glenn's gone. But you got Chris Richard. Dennis Allen, he cut his teeth on the secondary. I just feel confident that if with Caleb, it's purely a health issue. Purely. That's literally the only issue. It's not
his instincts and his ball skills, bruh. Like he is a ball hawk.
So I'm making this pick with the assumption that Saints stellar medical team who are flawless. I'm making this pick with the assumption that our stellar
Delvin, if you listen to this podcast, don't just
bro, I was cussing us out, man.
just jokes, Delvin, bro.
We got a new medical team since then. We got new dudes, you know what I'm saying?
They saved the dude's life, the long snapper.
Ashland, you know what I'm saying? Ashland Hospital out here. I worked there before, you know what I'm saying? Ashland gonna get it right. And they study his back, x-rays and shit, and they say, oh, okay, this guy be fine. He just need a couple of months to heal up, and he's going to be good to go. If that's the case, you make the pick. I'm serious. Like, the Saints need to bring in, like, a back fucking go Google the best back specialist in the country. Google him and show him the x-rays of Caleb Fairley's back, and I want his opinion. Like, what you think? And if it's like thumbs up, you make the pick, bro. You make the fucking pick.
I think it's because he is. If it wasn't, and I don't care what anyone says, if you take the back issue away, he is easily the best cornerback in this draft. Like his tape is night and day. I know people love J.C. Horn, but Caleb Furley tape from 2019 and J.C. Horn tape from 2020, they're not in the same ballpark. They are not. And I have gone on.
And I like J.C., but to me, J.C. is more in the Greg Newman area.
Yeah, I have said.
I also like Greg Newman. But there's like that tier. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah, and I've said I think J.C. Horn is an overrated prospect. I do. I'm sorry, Saints fan. I know who his dad is. I know, but I watched and I was I was just waiting. I was waiting. He had that one game where he was wreaking havoc, but I'm just saying. Anyway, so you said we going Caleb, then we going Caleb.
On Caleb,
boom.
Bro. Fuck it.
Black and gold.
We got three third round picks, baby. Like, what's up?
Just out here living dangerously. So wrap up the rest of the draft. Packers went Alex Leatherwood, offensive tackle, Alabama. The Bills went Gregory Rousseau, which sounds very Bills-like.
Brother, the Packers draft somebody named Leatherwood, bro. That's just a fucking Packers pick.
But he's black, though. He's black.
I know, but it's just like Leatherwood, you know. Some Packers. It sounds like some Packers shit.
The Chiefs, of course, draft Xavier Collins because why would they not? And this pick, pick could make sense. I get it. The Bucs go Tevin Jenkins, offensive tackle, Oklahoma State. So fun exercise. In the first one we did, we went Kadarius Toney at 29, and we got an extra third round pick to move down one spot. Thank you, Green Bay. Could you imagine?
You know they trade all them third round.
All of them, bro.
They gonna get another second round pick or something. I don't know. They gonna trade all.
Yeah, there's no way they would draft 4 players in the fucking third. There's no chance. No chance.
This draft is so weird because it's just the players didn't play last year. You don't really have the due diligence that you would normally have.
You don't have as much medical information as you normally do.
That medical shit is huge. Like
huge.
Tony talking about it. It's like I was like, jeez. Like you really shooting blind. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know if this is a good draft to have multiple mid to late round picks,
Good
or
point.
maybe it is a good one to have because maybe you focus more just on the tape than all the other noise.
Yep.
You know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go. There you go.
So I don't know. I don't know. It's just gonna be one of those things we just got to see.
It is. That was a fun exercise. One draft we went Kadarius Toney. Other one we went Caleb Furley. Honestly, if the Saints were to draft either of those players, they're both on my list of players. I would want the Saints to draft. Would be happy with it round one. But we'll see, man. It was some interesting trades, especially in that first one we did when we kind of went a little slower. And 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks from now, like round one will be done, and we'll be bitching that the Saints drafted somebody. I'm sure.
Michigan edge,
bruh. Oh. I would. It's so fun. Like I now get more upset with them with draft decisions and free agency decisions. Do I do like actual games, bro?
I'm telling you, man.
I got to stop watching prospects before the draft, bro. I really got to stop.
Man.
But we'll see what happens in 2 weeks. Ryan and I don't have any free agent players to watch because Saints haven't signed anybody. I will say, so let's say going back to the first simulation we did, if they went and drafted Kadarius Toney, it'd be interesting if they don't address cornerback at some point, like highly in the draft. Then after the draft, if we see them come to terms with like Richard Sherman or something like that, that wouldn't shock me at all.
At all, man. Like I honestly feel like it's already kind of, I ain't gonna say handshake, but they kind of like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Richard Sherman probably like, look, I'm not trying to do no fucking mini camps and shit, man. Like, let me fucking relax, enjoy my off season, get healthy. I feel like that shit is gonna be worked out. There's that report early in free agency, so I think those talks happen. Will it happen? We'll see, but I think that's in order. Even if they do draft the cornerback, like I just think they want like another veteran in there to just solidify that position group.
No, yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Absolutely. But we'll see, man. It's like the draft is like our Christmas. Couple of weeks away. Fuck, man. This is just the dredge, bro. Like there's nothing happening. Nothing. And as the closer we get, there's gonna be just dumb reports. I am shocked. Oh, duh. I was like, why haven't we heard any Wonderlic fucking leaks yet? No fucking combine.
That's
why we haven't had no Wonderlic leaks.
Justin Fields now is like, there's Mac Jones going to San Francisco. Now it's like Kyle Shanahan was at Justin Fields' second pro day. Who had a second pro day?
Bro, I tweeted that. I was like, when we start doing second pro days now, like when is that a thing?
Justin Fields like, man, I need y'all to see me. You know what I'm saying? Like
now Trey Lance gonna do a second pro day.
Come on, bro.
These niggas wilding.
Wilding out, man.
Listen, man, you can do, and I had this conversation with my girl, bro, because we were having this Mac Jones, Justin Fields conversation, and finally she just admitted to me and just like, I think this is me just projecting, like, I don't want to believe that the Niners traded 2 first-round picks in the future to go up to 3 to draft Mac Jones. Like she's like,
I know, man. It's hard for me to believe too. Like
it's not for me though, bro. Like maybe it's hard. Maybe I get why people it's hard for them to understand like them trading up that much draft capital, but I felt that Mac Jones was a Kyle guy months ago. Like, you just see it. Like, you just see it, bruh. And if that's the case, then, like, I applaud, like, the balls for him saying, like, that's my guy. I want him. We're going to go get him. Because you don't want to end up like Sean Payton, like, thinking, like,
I get that.
He's just going to trickle down and fall, and then he gets sniped. Because in theory, like, Mac Jones' range was like mid 15, a little higher. So he may have been there at 12, but who's to say, like, if they, and this is us assuming that he goes 3, right? But who's to say that Denver don't take him at 9 or whoever? Like, all it takes is a team trading up higher than you and drafting him, and then you just fucking ass out. Like, you done. So
I hear all that. I guess my only thing is like Kyle Shanahan has always portrayed himself and talked about himself as somebody who could, like, I could get the most, like, I don't need this hot shot quarterback. Like, I could just give me a guy that could just follow the lessons. And maybe that's Mac Jones, and maybe that's why he's moving up for him. Maybe he's just in that. So I don't know, man. It's like, but to give up 2 first-round picks from the future to do that.
For Mac Jones, though? Mac Jones, though?
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. If it, if Mac Jones is just, and he just works out and is just perfect in that scheme, those first-round picks don't mean shit.
Don't mean anything.
Don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they'll just, it's just one of the things, I just want to see. I want to see play out.
I think my girl, and also my girls made this point, and Tony Pauline also on the Draft Insider show made the same point, is her theory is that they traded up to 3. Kyle wants Mac Jones, and they now have traded up to 3 in hopes of John Lynch is able to convince Kyle Shanahan to move off his guy. So, like, okay, we had 3. I know you like Mac. I know he's your guy. But, like, let's look at Justin some more. Like, let's look at Trey some more. And I told my girl, I said, listen, if that's the case, and Tony has kind of hinted, especially on the podcast Draft Insiders from yesterday, he's kind of like, if you read between the lines of what he's saying, he's pretty much saying the same thing that my girl is hypothesizing. And it's like, that is terrible fucking team building, bro. Like, if you as a team, as an organization, if you as a GM says, okay, we're going to roll from 12 to 3, give up 2 first-round picks in the future, and yet there's still not conviction on who you got one at 3, or the head coach has conviction at who he wants at 3, but your GM is trying to sway him to draft another quarterback. That is terrible team building, and I think that's exactly what's happening for the 49ers right now.
Oh man, if so, that's something. My theory is that they don't have conviction, but they like the quarterbacks available after Zach Wilson
and Trevor.
And because according to Lombardi, everybody knows Zach Wilson's going to the Jets. Like everybody, it's like
done deal.
It's like not even a secret anymore. Like, okay, they know that. So I think at the very end of the day, like, maybe Shanahan likes maybe 2 of those quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? And he just needs to, maybe it's Fields and Mac Jones. Where he's fine with either. He just wants to have the choice to pick which one. You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe it's something like that. I don't know, man, but it's that's that shit. Like, that's what I'm waiting on. Like,
the draft
first pick, second pick. Yeah, it's like,
whatever. The draft starts at number 3, bro.
That's when it starts, bro. Then the Falcons and all that shit.
Roger Goodell comes out and says San Francisco 49ers like Mac Jones, bro. Who? Mac Jones, bro.
Mac Jones.
Out here, bro. And I think at 3, you're gonna see who runs the 49ers.
Yeah.
whoever the pick is. So if it's Mac Jones, that tells you that team is 100% ran by Kyle Shanahan. If it's Justin Fields or Trey Lance, then that tells me that John Lynch is running the ship. Like, that's what that pick is going to tell you. 100% is who runs the 49ers. Because I say this with conviction. If Kyle would have his way, I do not think he would move off Mac Jones. I just don't see it, bro. Like, we as people, and I said this to my girl, I said, we as people, we have types and what we're attracted to, like, you know, the opposite sex or the same sex. We have types of like what we like when in terms of like players when we're watching football. Like, everyone has a type, right? Like, everyone has a type in what they're drawn to, is attracted to, right? Kyle has a type. Like,
Mac Jones is it, man.
Yeah,
like, I don't see Justin Fields. I don't.
No, you can't. You don't see. No, bro, you do not see it. Like Kyle Shanahan has a type, and if you just go by hit, because we were just talking about, there's no way the Saints are going to trade down the draft, right? Because they have a history of what they do. So Kyle has a history of the type of quarterbacks that he likes in his offense. And if you just put, it's just simple. It's not even like, we're not like detectives. Like, this is just simple deduction reasoning. Like, you just fucking put two and two together, like, you'll get the answer. But it's gonna be fun, man. That's what makes the draft and the NFL just exciting in general. We just never fucking know. We just know. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. So with that, we're gonna get out of here. Next week we do have our long-awaited return of Sophia Glad Nassar, astrophysicist. She is coming on. We are having a podcast specifically to talk about black holes and fucking wormholes. Can't wait. We're recording that next week. And then that's the draft. Like, we'll try to maybe get like 2 in next week. So one with Sophia and also a football related one. Maybe get someone else on. And then after that, man, it's week after it's draft time. So counting down the days. We appreciate all our listeners, all our supporters. We greatly appreciate it. As the draft gets closer, we are getting more excited about this whole live stream thing. We're kind of figuring out like exactly like what technology we need to have like a crisp, good like live stream, and it can go smooth. I'm about to start ordering the alcohol, so I'm prepped, bro. We'll start.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Start drinking around like noon draft day, bro.
Oh, man, that's too early, bro.
I'm just fucking. I'm not fucking making that fucking
shit. You gonna be fucking fuck those motherfuckers.
No intro, no music. just turned up. No, not rocking. I won't.
Check out that Anosha Sequoia episode, the last one we posted. Even if you look at it like, oh, I'm not gonna be, just listen to it. Just play it on your way to work. It's good.
It is
shit. Trust me.
Always good to have Anusha on the show. Gonna have Sophia on next week. Gonna also try to, I'll hit up somebody, try to get someone on the podcast. We might try to hit up, I know it's getting kind of close. Hit up Cynthia Freeland and see what Cynthia up to. I mean, she might be busy, but just hop in the DMs. That's where it goes down. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. And thank you for supporting us. We really appreciate it. And someone asked us a fucking question for the pod, but I'm not even going to go through my phone right now. I think it was Alden Smith related. Never mind. He got signed by the Seahawks today, so I think that question's already answered. So anyway, he was just like, should the Saints like add Alden Smith, like blah blah? And I was like, well, we can't. So anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks for all the support. With that, we're out.
Peace.
O'Reilly.
Give
You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
Oh, 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 O'Reilly.